Hi guys and welcome back. This reading is for birth number 1, which means if you're born on the 1st, 10th, 19th or 28th of any month, this is the reading for you for the month of April, so remaining of April. The first card that I have for you is capacity to love, so number 34, which means 3 plus 4, 7. We are talking about the energy of Ketu being activated, and when Ketu gets activated, most of the time it's about immense devotion that one has towards what we like. So I have a feeling that a lot of you during the remaining days of April are going to be very, very sincere and motivated, devoted towards what it is that you want to do. We'll quickly open tarot card later just to see what we are going to be focusing on, but let's get started with that. From the zodiac, let's see what do we have for you for the month of April. The first card that I have for you is Mercury Retrograde. So I do feel many of you could be devoted, but also at the same time, many of you could be going through this process where things are not going very well when it comes to your relationships. So this relationship could be based, in your personal life, but also your work relationships, like professional relationships, where you are kind of going over the same thing over and over again, and 5 plus 1 is 6 again. So it has really got to do with your emotions, or something to do with your emotions. Now for a lot of people, because I have these combination of cards, what I'm also getting is that many of you, when it comes to your personal life, might be going through a situation where there is a separation, no talk period, or you're just blocking each other out. So I do see that could also happen. For many of you, I'm also seeing this is totally unrelated, but there might be a little bit of change in the way you write. So your handwriting might go a little bit of change. The next card that I have for you is Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is all about higher learning. Sagittarius is all about dharma. Sagittarius is all about your spirituality and your freedom, going thinking beyond, looking up at new adventures. So a lot of things that you may have started in the past but you may have not been able to finish, I do see many of you guys focusing on that and trying to finish those things. So all the things, all the tasks that you started but never finished, well, this is the time for you to go back and start working on those tasks and getting them done again. Number 3 is again being activated because of number 21. So number 3 is Jupiter. Jupiter again related to Sagittarius. So a lot of learning is happening, a lot of knowledge is happening, and many of you might be learning by writing. Some of you might also have to reappear for some kind of exam. I don't know which exam I'm looking at here, but it does feel like some kind of exams that you may have to reappear. Not for everybody, this is very selective for few people. Now let's see from your career what is going on related to your career, related to your money. Awesome. The first card that I have for you is number 15, Nature. And then I have Ace of Themes, which is Ace of Swords. Now what I'm seeing when I look at these two cards is there has been some kind of manipulation that has happened to you in your work. Now at the same time, somebody was setting traps for you. It could be there was a project that you guys were working on, and then you were hoping that somebody would help you out with it, but then they were pretending to be your friend, to being there for you, helping you out, but at the same time somebody was sort of manipulating you or convincing you of not the right facts. And that is sort of putting you in this idea where you're not sure whether this is right or this is wrong, or your emotions are being involved in it somehow. So definitely something related to communication is definitely happening, because with the Ace of Swords is again, it talks about communication. Swords by default describe our communication, and when it comes to communication with Ace of Swords, what we are looking at is getting some kind of clarity. So something you were not sure about, finally you're going to get clarity about that. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the Nine of Pentacles. With the Nine of Pentacles coming up here, I do feel like, if because of all this communication, okay, now another scenario, I'm just going to quickly jump because I can see another scenario, and this one is about some kind of documents for your property. Now there has been some paperwork or some contract that has been signed. So it not only might be paperwork, but it could be like any contract that has been signed and there was some kind of manipulation in it. So like maybe, you know, the signatures were wrong, they were like a typo or something like that. That might have happened. But what I see is that moving forward, I think things are going to figure out. Somebody is going to be very confident and somebody is going to be very strict and disciplined about what they want to do, and things are going to sort off. Now, another thing that I'm seeing is while I was doing this is that many of you might be making a lot more spelling mistakes than before. So, one I see is that a change in the handwriting that you're doing, but also with the same time, there's going to be like making a lot of spelling mistakes for some reason. The next card that I have for you is Five of Pentacles. Now, with Five of Pentacles, I do see there could be like some kind of financial hardships that you are facing. And then with the number four, Horned God, I'm also seeing you trying to become very, very disciplined, very, very rigid, and not very flexible. But also at the same time, you have this ability to influence the situations around you. So if you are going through this particular situation, I do see you coming out of it, because there's also a lizard, which tells me that there is a transformation that is going to happen and you are going to come out to be a winner. Now, the same thing when I look at from the perspective of your personal life, what I'm seeing is there has been separation, no communication, or there has been like a distance between you sharing the thoughts of your partner. And you had high hopes about having a very close knit family, being very close to your family, but things have not happened. You do feel like there has been a difference in your ideologies, the way you think, the way this person think. And right now you feel like you did so much for this person and you were kind of stuck in this. You might have been the one who initiated this relationship, but then things are just not going how they're supposed to be. You feel isolated, you feel like there is no hope, and you've been left out in the cold. Nobody, it could also be that nobody is looking towards you to take your suggestions or your advice to get things done. But I do see you becoming very, very strong and taming all these beasts and coming out like a really big superpower at the end. And then at the bottom of the deck, I think the kind of energy that I have is the Knight of Chalices. Now, Knight of Chalices is about some good news that is going to come towards you. Now, in terms of the zodiac that I'm seeing, so one would be Mercury, then we have the Sagittarius, this could be Sun, Moon, Rising, but also at the same time, I'm seeing water signs. So Cancer, Leo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, sorry. But I'm also seeing Aries and Leo energy somehow. Again, fire signs. Let's see what else is going on. Then we see number 14, that's it. And the next card that we have is Six of Wands, which is amazing. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Athens. So number 6 seems to be very, very important, because I was also looking at number 6 somewhere else. So guys, I think a lot of things that you are going to do are going to happen because of the energy of Venus. So you are very in tune with your emotions right now. Everything that is going to happen with you is going to be because of your emotions. So a lot of things are not really happening in real life, but rather a lot of these things are happening in your head. I do see you making a progress in your professional life, but I do feel for all those people who are looking at this reading for their personal relationships, like I am seeing like you still being disappointed. You're trying to heal, you're trying to distance yourself, you're trying to come out strong, but I feel like the entire journey for you has been very, very slow. And moving forward, I'm not going to lie to you, I feel like you will be at this point where you are able to tell your brain that this is what you want and this is where you want to go in life. But emotionally, that process is going to take a toll on you. It is. So ideally what you could do is try to focus on things that make you very, very happy, that give you a lot more pleasure, or that give you a lot more things to look forward to, because you are making this journey. But also at the end of the day, you know, you are carrying a lot of baggage with you and moving forward. So this is a good news that you are moving forward, but then again, you know, it's not going to be as you want. There might be promotion for some of you. I am actually seeing promotion for some of you, but then that promotion is not going to come easily. Either you'll have to fight for it at the moment, or you may have already fought for it really, really hard, that at this point of time you're just wanting things to move forward super duper quickly. You don't want things to wait, you just want things to keep going ahead. So this is all for my number one people. Let's see you again next month, and let's see what the next month saves for you.